That's fatal.
I'm sick and tired of content damage, so I bought the game on PC. Not only do I plan on modding the game down the line, but the PC version comes with this nifty little app called the WWE 2K24 PC Trainer, made by CodePrince. Link in the description if you have the game on PC and you want to download this app. I forgot to mention, this app is not free, so you will have to buy it. Anyways, back to the video. Now what this app does is pretty much hold your hand. For noobs like myself who don't know how to mod this game, this app pretty much holds your hand and will just do everything for you. It'll unlock all the NPCs, you can create insane custom matches, you can upgrade your MyRise character however you see fit. The program pretty much does everything for you, and then you can play with every single NPC in the game and you don't have to worry about content damaged. So in today's video, I'm going to go through 10 NPCs and superstars that you can only play as in the PC version. Now, there are certain MyRise superstars that you can unlock for my faction, thus making them playable in that mode. Those superstars I'm not going to cover. So for example, the Manifestation, even though on PC I can play as her in exhibition mode, she is playable in the base game on my faction, so I'm not going to include her because she is playable in my faction. I'll only be covering NPCs that you cannot play on the console version, nor download them if they're uploaded to the communications due to content damage. So with that being said, let's get into the first one. Number one, of course, is Modern Brock Lesnar. Now, the base game, you can play as Brock Lesnar 14 and 15 through Showcase mode, but you obviously can't unlock them. Although on console, you can download them, so you can play as them in exhibition mode if you want. I've made a video on how to download those Brock Lesnars if you want to. But obviously, Modern Brock Lesnar was supposed to be just on the base roster as his modern version. And because he was removed, you cannot play as Modern Brock Lesnar at all, or even download him if he's on the communications. The only reason you can download Brock Lesnar 14 and 15 is because if you have the 40 Years of WrestleMania edition, that comes with all the Showcase unlockables automatically, you're able to download Brock Lesnar 14 and 15 if they're uploaded to the communications. But this Modern Brock Lesnar is actually a really good model. It's very unfortunate that it got cut. Maybe in the future it'll get patched back in, but this Brock Lesnar does come with his braided hair. You can also find Brock Lesnar in MyRise wearing his cowboy attire. I asked Status if this cowboy Brock Lesnar is any different than Modern Brock Lesnar, and he said no, the model's the same, it's just the attire's different. And I said, okay, that makes sense. Because using the CodePrince program that unlocks all the NPCs, Cowboy Brock Lesnar is not on the list because that was just a MyRise attire for Brock Lesnar and the model's no different. Although Roman Reigns' man bun is also not on the list of unlockables, and that is definitely a different model because he has his hair up in a man bun, of course. Number two being Jamie Noble. Now, Jamie Noble's a weird one. You can actually search him up on the communications as a superstar name. Now, Jamie Noble does have a Showcase tag on him, and he's called Authority Crony 1, which leads me to believe at one point he was meant to be playable. Now, as you can see, this Jamie Noble model doesn't look the greatest. He kind of looks like Jamie Noble if you squint your eyes really tight, but it would have been cool to unlock him and play as Jamie Noble nonetheless. He did have a retirement match. He currently is still with WWE as a backstage personnel, and we also see him a lot on TV breaking up fights. So my only guess could be that they had some issues using his likeness when it came to, like, you know, putting him in the game. At one point, they probably had some agreement, but then the agreement fell short and they cut him from the game and also blocked him in the real life footage during that match with Seth Rollins versus Randy Orton. With the WWE 2K24 PC Trainer though, you can of course unlock Jamie Noble, and he's fully editable. His model at first has no attire, even though during Showcase mode he has that suit attire. So I brought it upon myself to give him his Jamie Noble attire that I just downloaded from the communications and put it on this model because this model is fully editable. Hopefully in a future game they can come to some sort of agreement so that we can get Jamie Noble playable, as well as a better scan for Jamie Noble so his model looks better too. Number three is not a superstar, it's actually just an NPC, and that is the Security Guard NPC. Now this Security Guard is the one that comes out with Goldberg's entrance. This Security Guard also is not editable. You cannot edit him. I believe it will crash the game. He has a unique outfit on, the Security Guard outfit, that you can't get in Creation Suite as well. It's a very low poly outfit. The whole model actually is low poly. And this security guard, out of the two security guards in the game, this security guard actually comes with like 4 different alt attires. So it's pretty much the same model, but just different variations of his security guard cop outfit. Number 4 is Corey Graves. Corey Graves was playable in like 2K23, 2K22. His model was playable and downloadable. Unfortunately, in 2K24, he has content damage or MyRise tagged, and you cannot download him. He does initially come out with his suit and he is fully editable, so I did give him his in-ring gear. Corey Graves comes with 2 different models. One is a lower poly version that sits on the announcer desk, and then one is a high quality model that is used like during MyRise and all that stuff. Number 5 is Byron Saxton. Now with Byron Saxton, same case as Corey Graves, he was downloadable and playable in 2K22, 2K23, and 2K24. Unfortunately, content damaged him. Unlike 2K22 and 2K23 though, as you can see, in 2K24, Byron comes out in a suit. That's because Byron is not editable. If you try to edit him, you will get the infinite low glitch, or your game on PC will just crash. That's why Byron comes out with his default outfit, his announcer suit. Now, Byron also has 2 different models, a lower poly version that sits on the announcer desk, and then a high quality model that is seen in MyRise and etc. Number 6 is Joey Mercury. Now, unlike Jamie Noble, Joey Mercury actually does not have a superstar search term on the communications. His model does look more like Joey Mercury than Jamie Noble does Jamie Noble, and he is labeled as Authority Crony number 2 because, like Jamie Noble, he's also seen during Showcase mode for Seth Rollins versus Randy Orton. He also does have a Showcase mode tag on him like Jamie Noble. Again, similar to Jamie, I'm sure they couldn't come to some sort of agreement to use him in the game to make him playable, so that's why he was cut from the game and also blurred in the real life footage. Joey Mercury is also fully editable, so I gave him his in-ring gear that I downloaded from the communications. Number 7 is Michael Cole. Now, Michael Cole was never playable in 2K22, 2K23, 2K24. Correction, as I'm editing this, Michael Cole was playable in 2K23. You were able to download him, but he was not editable, and his suit was just very black and glossy. He also had, I believe, no hands or no feet. Same thing, never playable, always content damage. Very unfortunate because, you know, like, I miss the days with the older games where like all the fun characters were playable. And even 2K19 and 2K20, for like how shit 2K20 was, they still made all the My Rise characters playable. And after 2K20, they were just like, screw it, you're not gonna be able to play as all the My Rise characters. But on the PC version, you can of course play as Michael Cole. He has 2 different models, just like Byron and Corey. One low poly version for the announcer desk, and then one high quality version, the one you're seeing right now. He is fully editable, hence why I have his in-ring gear on him, and his model looks actually really good. It's very unfortunate we can't play as him, but I do hope future games actually make random NPCs and announcers playable. It will add more to the roster, and also it's just fun. It's a video game. It's supposed to be fun, you know what I mean? You don't have to make it so serious all the time. Give us silly characters like Ribby from 2K20, you know what I mean? Silly stuff like that. Let us play as it. Number 9 is Samantha Irving. You know, this is her debut game as announcer. She has 2 different models in the game, a low poly version as well as a high quality version, the one you're seeing right now. She is fully editable, so I do have some wrestling gear on her. Of course, she's never wrestled before, but I gave her wrestling gear anyways. And man, her model is one of my favorites. It's just top notch. The likeness of her, the way her hair moves, she is a top notch model, and it's very unfortunate that it's just locked behind not being playable. Of course, unless you have the PC version. And it's also very unfortunate that she is content damaged. I remember, I think it was during 2K23 or 2K22, What's the Status uploaded Mike Rome. Now, Mike Rome's model was completely low poly. Like, his suit was spawned in like a glossy black, very shiny. He would be missing his hands and he'd be missing his feet. But his face was very high quality, and his face was, you know, Mike Rome's face. Now, Mike Rome found this model and downloaded him, and Mike Rome was so happy to play as his own character in the game, even though it looked like the way it looked like in the game.
Wild, like little kid me, still to this day, I actually went down a rabbit hole the other night because I finally got my code. I got it when the launch party happened here. Yeah. But I was out of town, so I couldn't use this. When I got home, I like put it in, I loaded it up, and I downloaded myself off the creative playlist or characters from the community. I think What's Your Status put it together, like took it down, he put it up there, and it's just me in this like black suit, and I'm like just wailing on people, and I went down this long rabbit hole, and I built this.
That just goes to show that these models should be playable because it brings so much joy, not only to us to be able to play as more people, but the people themselves getting to play as themselves brings so much joy as well. So it's unfortunate that Samantha Irving couldn't get the opportunity to play as her own character like Mike Rome did, but maybe in the future these characters can be playable as long as 2K allows it. Or just, you know, please remove the content damage block, please. Number 9 is Alicia Taylor. Alicia Taylor again also made her debut in 2K24 as the NXT announcer. Just like Samantha Irving, she's fully editable, but I didn't give her any wrestling gear, and her model looks really good. She also does have 2 versions, a low poly version and a high quality version. Just like Samantha Irving, I do wish she was playable so that Alicia Taylor could play as her own character if she does play the game at all, right? If she doesn't play the game, then I guess she won't really care. But for people like Mike Rome who do play the game, I hope that in the future they're able to play as themselves so that they can feel that joy. And number 10 is Troy Simpkin. Troy Simpkin is an NPC from Showcase mode, of course. I meant My Rise mode. He's also not unlockable as a My Faction card, so he's only stuck behind Showcase mode as an NPC. God damn it, Fatal. My Rise mode. He is fully editable. As you can see, I do have wrestling gear on him. And that's pretty much it with Troy. He's just in My Rise and stuck behind My Rise, not unlockable, and is content damage if you try and download him. And there you have it, 10 NPCs or superstars that you can only play as on the PC version if you unlock them using the 2K24 trainer, or if you unlock them in the future with a program like Meta. Let me know in the comment section down below if you want to see a part 2 to this video, because WWE 2K24 has a lot of NPCs in the game that you can play as and unlock with using this 2K24 trainer. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to give the video a like, subscribe, notifications on, and I'll catch you next video. Fatal, saving out. Peace.